Welcome to the Technobabble podcast. Enjoy!
Hey guys, I'm Kirk. Some of you know me as Andrew. Most of you don't know me at all. Well, I'm the founder of the Technobabble podcast. I'm the tech behind the project as well as the babble. You'll probably notice a few of these extras. I tend to babble just a little bit. But anyway, I do all the artwork. I set up the audio. I do the publishing of the content and the editing and all that good stuff. The website. Right now it's just me. So anyway... so I guess it's time to, you guys, if you haven't figured it out by now, this is another extra. I know you guys just had one, but that's why they're called extras, because you get extra of them. Anyway, today this is a special extra, and I wanted to talk about Patreon. Now, first of all, if you're all like, wait a minute, is he about to ask me for money? Well, the answer to that question is yes. Now your next question is probably, okay dude, let's hear it. Why should I give you my money? The rest of this video is going to explain why I'm asking for help. And at the end of the video, you're probably going to say something like, well, nice try, dude. But that's fine with me. It really is. It's perfectly fine. I produce this podcast and it's affiliated content for free. And I have no plans to ever charge for it. In fact, I would like to. I would honestly, I would feel wrong if I even charged for it, because the biggest thing that this podcast has become for me is it's a way to share my inspiration and the way I feel, and it's a way to share. It's a way for me to do what others have done for me and inspire me. So hopefully, the kind of people that I talk to that are inspiring to me will also be inspiring to others. And along the way, I hope it's fun and entertaining, and you get something out of it, and you laugh a little bit. But anyway, I'm still trying to get my shit together, just like everyone else out there. You know, I work a full-time job. Now, I enjoy doing it most days. I mean, we all have days that we don't enjoy going to work. But even those days, I try to find a way to make myself happy and enjoy it, because I believe that's the right thing to do. And I respect my employers who give me the job. They've actually become good friends to me, and also putting a smile on someone's face, I think, is one of the best things you can do, and I get to do that while I'm at my quote-unquote real job as well. I get to make people laugh and smile and things, so I try to always enjoy doing that. And anyway, sometimes I get depressed, you know, we all do. We all have things that get us down, but I have to keep reminding myself things. I'm an artist. I always have been. Whether it was drawing, sculpting, painting, digital art, graphic design, music, singing, writing, composing, scoring, conducting, playing, any instrument I could learn, I would learn to play it. Also, if there was an expressive art like acting or comedy, my sense of humor, like I said, making people laugh, or just telling funny stories, telling sad stories even, or philosophical things, make people think. That's the kind of person I am, and that's the things I enjoy doing. And I think that podcasting is just another tool. It's a great tool for me to be able to explore all of my art forms, at least in some way, into something that I really enjoy doing, which is creating content and creating these podcasts, and for you guys to hear these stories, not only from me, but from other cool people who are in, I would say, similar boats, if not boats far above my own. But anyway, I've been very fortunate enough to talk to some of these pretty cool people, very inspiring people, and I want to thank those guys first of all for just for saying yes and saying they'd take their time out of their day and come and talk to me, so I could produce this content for you guys. So I'm very grateful and very happy for them. But like I said a minute ago, I don't want to charge for this. This is something someone has to pay for it, right? There are costs for hosting the audio content and the websites and the things, lots of costs. These things can start to add up. And right now, I work a full-time job. Like I said, I love it. I mean, I don't love it, honestly. I like it. I don't love it. But being able to express myself and create art and entertain people and inspire people, those are the things that I love. And now, the things that inspire me, or the things that I talk about, or the guests I have on the show, those things may not be entertaining for some people, or they may not inspire you at all in any way. And if you don't enjoy the content, then this podcast probably isn't for you. But if you do like anything you've ever heard, or if this sounds like something you'd enjoy listening to, or if you ever get something out of it in just some way, then I think this podcast is something that you should definitely check into. I'm just a 28-year-old dude who's trying to figure out where life will take him. But I've got bright plans for the Technobabble podcast, and believe me, future projects are in the works themselves. And as long as I am passionate about doing all of this and about creating the content, then I'm going to do it. And I'll have to fund it all myself if I have to. Like I said before, if I have to fund the things that make me happy, and if I have to go out of my way to bend every dollar and make it happen, I'll do it. But honestly, I really don't want to have to do that. I'm trying to crawl out of debt as it is, and almost every extra dollar that I can, and even some dollars that I shouldn't, I put those dollars back into my art, the things that make me happy, the podcasting. So it's nice to have help, right? Now, like I said, I've got future plans, and I want the podcast to grow, and I've got other projects that I want to grow, and I've got a lot of things that I just want to be able to share with everyone. But I'm going to need, obviously, there's still things. I need PC upgrades. I still got to make a few minor upgrades. I need better equipment, studio equipment. There are things I need out there that I feel like, in order for me to grow, in order for me to produce the kind of quality content I want, I need better quality equipment. So I got to save up for that, or I've got to ask for help for that. So, if you can afford just $1, $3, $4, maybe even just $5 a month, then head on over to patreon.com/Technobabble podcast. That's patreon.com, patreon.com/Technobabble podcast. And hit that Become a Patron button. I can personally guarantee you that you won't be disappointed. 100% of everything I take in is going to be put directly back into supporting and improving this podcast. So, please just reach out to me. Tell me what you think. What do you want to hear? Share your ideas. I read every tweet and every email, I promise. The email address is thetechnobabblepodcast@gmail.com. You can also find us on Twitter @thetechnobabble. I tweet and I retweet and read tweets, and all kinds of tweeting shit happens over there all the time. So, I love Twitter. I love Twitter. Anyway, or you could also, alternatively, you could just go to our website, www.technobabblepodcast.com. We have a contact form there. You can fill that out, or you could leave a comment on any of the posts that you see there. We're also on iTunes, so subscribe there. That's probably the best way to do it. You'll get the content as soon as it's uploaded. But we always tweet it out every time it comes out anyway, so you don't have to worry about that. If you just follow us on Twitter, if you don't have iTunes, that's fine too. So hey, thanks for listening, you guys. It's always nice to know that people want to hear what you have to say, and especially thanks if you guys out there, if there's anyone out there that ever gives me money or has given me money, you guys are, and the people who give me money in life are my absolute favorite people in the world. So I deeply appreciate it. I thank you, and I'll see you guys next time. But until then, remember this: do the things that make you happy.
This concludes the Technobabble podcast. If you would like to leave feedback, please send us an email to thetechnobabblepodcast@gmail.com, or feel free to reach out to us via Twitter @thetechnobabble. Thanks for listening. See you next time.